Welcome into the South Hockey Radio Network, everybody, as we get set for Game 2 of the
whole area covered.
Thanksgiving tournament. As we get ready for New Trier Blue here at American Heartland Ice Arena. My name is Dylan Ward. I'm alongside Lucas Oyarzun, making your second appearance on the South Hockey Radio Network. The first one being the 2021 North-South game. How does it feel to be back on air?
Thank you, Dylan, for inviting me out here. I am a former GBS student myself, so it's very nice to see, the younger generation take the ice.
Well, New Trier Blue is the second opponent for Glenbrook South in this O'Grady Cup tournament in Group C, which sees GBS, Providence Catholic, New Trier Blue, and York. GBS beat the Celtics earlier today 3-0. York defeated this New Trier Blue team, so GBS comes into this game 1-0, New Trier Blue 0-1, and of course, only the top placed team in each group goes on to the semifinals on Sunday. So a win for GBS would put them in a pretty good position, and all they'd have to do is take down York tomorrow. So we are at the home rink of Loyola Hockey. Ironically, this is GBS's first visit here. They have not had an away game at Loyola yet in the SHL season. GBS wearing their golds just like they did this morning. New Trier Blue wearing a jersey I've actually never seen before, but it's all blue and it's got cursive style names and numbers on the back. And the dark blue on dark green is going to make our job a little bit tougher to identify numbers. But GBS with the bright gold, just like this morning. The Titans will shoot from left to right. New Trier Trevians from right to left. And Lucas, these two teams played earlier this season in the preseason, quarterfinals of the preseason tournament. GBS took down New Trier Blue 2-0, but both those goals took place in the third period, so maybe we're in for another low-scoring game tonight.
Yeah, New Trier, local rivals, great history between these two high schools.
We are joined up here by Mikey Ramone, one of my friends. Met Lucas down at Illinois State. He went to New Trier, so if you're on the radio side, we'll have an exclusive interview during the intermission with him. But 17 minutes are on the clock, and we are ready for hockey in Lincolnwood. Game 2 of the O'Grady Cup tournament. We just watched GBN take down Barrington 5-1 in a pretty crazy game. It started to get really physical there at the end.
That's right.
So the Titans, as the designated home team, will have the last change. Zach Freemuth, who had an assist this morning, will take the face-off, and we are underway. Adrian Sokol, who had a goal this morning, will dump this one down into New Trier's end. Chasing after it is Mason Redding. He collides with Zach Freemuth, and New Trier is going to get possession of this puck. Now here comes Max DeGroot. He steps over the blue line right wing side, all the way down below the goal line, and Vanderplug swipes it out of harm's way. By the way, Eli Kamens is starting for the second straight game, so Jim Philbin doesn't give him a rest after the first game where he had a shutout earlier today. And usually you don't see goaltenders play twice in one day, but head coach of the Titans, Jim Philbin, goes with Eli Kamens. Now here's Trunkenbod back in his own end. Jason Van gets a stick in there, goes to the corner, and brings it behind the goal line. It's taken away by Trunkenbod again. 1 minute into this hockey game, 0-0 in Lincolnwood. Me, Lucas, and Mikey just watched the United States go 0-0 with England in the World Cup earlier today as Holmberg brings it in. Left circle, tried a backhand shot, but he got stuffed. Davidson lost it, and it's swiped out of there by Roser, but taken away again by Mulvey. New Trier's going to get this puck back and skate through neutral ice. No whistles yet, a minute and a half into play here in Lincolnwood. Davidson with a cross-ice pass and a nice reception by Sherwood. Over the blue line, fires from the left side, and that goes into the glove of Guria Radu, the starting goaltender for the Trevians.
That was a great pass from Davidson there to pick out the other player and make that shot happen.
No doubt about that. That would have been a great assist. Davidson and Sherwood, as well as Mulvey, who's getting ready to take the face-off, have been great on that line all season long as it's swiped into the corner after GBS takes the face-off. It's cleared all the way down by New Trier Blue. This should be an icing. There's the whistle with 15:16 to go in the first period. 0-0 game early in Lincolnwood. We'll be checking on the other game in Group C. Of course, that's York and Providence taking place right now at Centennial Ice Rink. The outcome of that game is sure to have an impact on where GBS stands heading into the final day of the group stage tomorrow, looking for a semifinal spot. New Trier and neutral ice gives it away. It's Owen Almberg back in his own end near side. He swipes it over to the far side for Ryan Mulvey. Now back to Almberg. To neutral ice, waiting there is Sherwood. He's going to come over the blue line again, try again, and this time it's stopped one more time by Radu. A loose puck in the near side half boards. Battle for possession, it comes to the slot. Jack Mulvey finds it, but he couldn't make anything happen, and New Trier gets it out of the zone again. Radu with 2 saves on the 2 shots he's faced in this game, both off the stick of Wyatt Sherwood. Eli Kamens, I don't believe he's had a save yet. Again, very early in this one. 14:20 to go in the first period. The centering pass intended for Dominic Fichera was out of his reach. Steenstrup will steal it away. He tried to rush up ice, but it's sent down into the corner again by New Trier. Here's a centering pass, but nobody found that puck. Grant Loughran did for the Titans. And Almberg is going to take over. Couple good looks for GBS on the rush so far. Haven't been able to beat Radu yet early. New Trier steals it again at the slot. Turning around and firing one was Harris, but he didn't get a lot on it. Steenstrup, who had a goal this morning, pokes it out to neutral ice. One man, I believe that's Peter Sabel for the Trevians, doesn't have a stick. This takes a hop off the stanchion. And Luke Winger, the backup goalie tonight, will chase after that puck into the corner. 13:36 to go in the first period. We are scoreless in Lincolnwood.
Yes, 2 times so far. South has done a great job finding that left pass, long pass over onto the left-hand side. They're able to execute that shot setup. They might find a goal pretty soon.
It's great analysis, Lucas. I know your second time up here in the booth. Here's a quick shot, and this goes behind the net. Lucas and I are in the same graduating class at GBS 2019. This is the first official GBS lineup, Lucas, that doesn't feature anyone we ever went to GBS with.
Wow.
We were seniors, all the freshmen are freshmen in college. As this one deflects over into the New Trier bench out of play, we stop again. 12:59 to go in a scoreless first here in Lincolnwood between New Trier and GBS.
Pretty even game so far. No clear chances just yet.
No penalties either, as New Trier Blue had a bunch of penalties in their game earlier today. As a team, they actually racked up 14. GBS only with 6. This morning against Providence. This shot from a tough angle is stopped by Kamens, his first save of the evening, and Zach Freemuth, newly appointed captain for the Titans, will come over the blue line, lead the rush, but Wojcila a step off sides. Neutral zone face-off will commence as we get down to 12:39 in the first. And Jim Philbin will switch it up. Zach Freemuth and Wojcila were ready, but he will send out the Jack Mulvey line instead, which features Sherwood to his left and Davidson to his right. Vanderplug and Adrian Sokol on defense as Mulvey wins that faceoff back to Vanderplug. It's given up to Friel. Ashton Friel from neutral ice will send that one down. Eli Kamens makes an easy save, and Sherwood plays it off the far boards, chases after it himself. Wyatt Sherwood all the way to the corner, being pressured by 2 New Trier defenders. Puck still being contested for in the corner, no clear possession yet. Finally, New Trier able to find it, and they will look to get it outside the zone. That got in the skates of Mulvey. Now they finally do get it to neutral ice, where Adrian Sokol will dump it in left side, but right to Alex Chang. Vanderplug looked like he was going to intercept that puck, but it bounced high of his stick, so he will circle back. into his own zone and reset for the Titans with 11:50 to go in the first period. Again, we mentioned it pre-game, Lucas. Last time these two teams played this season, in the preseason, there wasn't a goal until the third period. Titans ended up taking that game 2-0 in the quarterfinals of the preseason invitational tournament.
That's right, GBS is favorites to win this game, and Eli Camius on his second game of the day will be looking to have 2 shutouts.
Wouldn't that be nice?
That would be great.
They could shut him out twice. Eli Camius, of course, is who Lucas is referring to in the Titans net. As it comes over the blue line for New Trier, Savell couldn't get a shot away. Here's one that hits the side of the cage and stays out. Zach Freemuth goes to neutral ice. Jason Ban gets it ahead. Casper Wojcila over the blue line, left wing side, centered it, looking for Freemuth, but a stick got in the way. That was Mason Redding for New Trier. Lucas, I'm not sure if you remember Alex Ban from our grade, but Jason Ban, number 44, would be his younger brother for the Glenbrook South Titans.
That's right, 2 players for the GBS hockey team.
Here's a defenseman during his GBS career. Wojcila, right wing side, centered it, looking for Stevens, and he couldn't connect. Will Stevens scored the icebreaker earlier this morning, which turned out to be the game winner in a 3-0 shutout. Now here's the freshman, Ryan Mulvey. He missed his man with his pass, and it's Yang through neutral, intercepted by Callahan. Matt Callahan looking for his second point of this tournament. Shoots from the right side, saves Steenstrup on the rebound, and it gets deflected wide. 10:06 to go in period number 1. Scoreless between the Titans and Trevians. New Trier blue, that is. GBS comes into the zone again. Callahan then takes a hit into the near boards by Dylan Harris. Gets up immediately. Callahan now right in front, and what a save made by Radu. Callahan was just robbed of one there. Now from the point, this shot is also saved. And the goaltender for New Trier blue drawing some applause from the right side of the rink in here. Steenstrup will just dump it in. New Trier will recollect. Went off the linesman skating right to a Trevian, but he was 1-on-5. There was no real chance for that. They will take over now. Here's a shot by Charles Worth. It gets deflected wide off a skate, I believe. And now Nick Ventura pokes it ahead. Benji Pajurski comes over the blue line left wing side with tons of speed all the way. Pajurski, and he never got a shot off. The puck rolled off his stick and was saved by the pad of Radu. GBS pressuring. Hit into the far side boards, down goes Ventura and right back up. Pajurski right side at the circle, goes below the goal line and it comes out to Tutsius at the left point. Now to the left circle again, Ventura, and that's blockered away by Radu once more. New Trier goalie putting on a clinic, Pajurski, and that's deflected high. It'll go out of play, and a well-deserved rest for the Titans after that shift. They were pressuring that goaltender, but he was holding his ground in net.
Glenbrook South is having a much easier time cutting through the defense and finding shots on goal. Originally 2 shots from Callahan on goal, getting this game moving forward in the favor of Glenbrook South.
Sherwood now gets ready for a face-off left circle attacking zone. New Trier grabs it in their own end and will tip this one ahead to neutral ice. Jack Mulvey dumps it back down for the Titans. As relaxed as he can be, Radu just leaning on the net while the puck is in his zone. Now here's Sherwood picking it up below the goal line, centered it, nobody there. Vanderploeg, rebound, slap shot. He was looking for his first goal of the season, didn't get it. Now below the goal line, it's Trunkenbot again. And they bring it outside the zone, skating with the puck. Couldn't get around Sokol, and Adrian Sokol gets back there and lays a big check into the end boards. 7:50 to go in the first frame. We're scoreless at American Heartland Ice Arena for Game 2 of this tournament. Sherwood gets a puck off a nice touch pass. He shoots, and it's right there. Mulvey had it, and maybe it was just a little too far for him. Now shot just goes wide of the net. What a crazy sequence we have here as GBS continues to pressure. Sherwood cuts all the way to the left, then sends it up high for Sokol. Now Sherwood pin matchup against the board, so it does leak outside the zone. Wild start to this one here in Game 2 of the group stage of the O'Grady Cup 2022, the 51st annual Thanksgiving tournament hosted by Loyola Hockey.
For sure, for sure. GBS is getting closer and closer, and New Trier is going to need to find out how to shift the momentum back in their favor.
Completely agree, Lucas. Well, Freemuth gets it over to Ben. He shoots, and that had a lot of speed on it, but just goes high. Sokol couldn't keep it in. Now in neutral ice, it's Banks. He will go to the far side. Banks will dump it in. That goes to Almberg. He gets it out to neutral. Bornhoff now takes over. His pass was in the skates of Van, and it goes down below the south goal line. Eli Kamens in the net as Freemuth takes it away. Zach Freemuth with speed. He's got a 3-on-2 if he hurries. Wojula the pass. Here's the shot from Kasper Wojula, and the save is made by Radu once again. Unfortunately, Lucas, shots on goal are not being posted here at the rink, but GBS has certainly got to have more.
Certainly. Yeah, it won't be long until GBS finds a clear enough opening to convert this into a goal and put themselves in the lead.
6:09 in the first frame. Lucas Oyerzun to my right. My name is Dylan Ward. It's Gerard Boris on the camera. Out to neutral ice. Almberg dumps it in, and Callahan touched it. That'll be an offsides. Neutral zone draw coming with just under 6 minutes to play. Lucas is one of many guests that will be joining me this weekend. Of course, tomorrow's 3 p.m. game I'm very excited for. None other than Casey Crable will hop into the booth with me and do that one. If the Titans advance to the semifinals and make it out of their group, former Titan David Ventura will have that call with me on Sunday morning at 9 a.m. This will be an icing, and 5:41 to go in the first period. It'll be an attacking zone draw, left circle. No goals, no penalties in this game so far, just some shots on goal and some saves.
GBS certainly wants to find a goal before this intermission here.
Pajurski gets ready for the face-off with his correct jersey tonight. Neutral wins it, tries to get it out to Almberg, who keeps it alive right point. Puck being pinned up against the boards. Pajurski in there now, right by the door. And it's taken away by New Trier Blue. Here's an interception and a partial breakaway. Harris, he scores! Dylan Harris stripped the puck away, goes backhand, and a beautiful goal by New Trier Blue gets them on the board. Titans concede for the first time in this tournament, and they trail 1-0.
Wow. A quick clinical counterattack is going to put them ahead. And all the pressure that GBS has put on New Trier is now nullified.
It's a crazy game like that, Lucas. It's just one chance. One mistake can lead to something like that. And if you've got a skilled player going to the net like that, you're going to get a goal a lot of the time here at this high school level. So 1-0 to New Trier Blue with 5 minutes to go in the first period. Neutral ice, this one's taken over by Ethan Smith for the Trevians. He will dump it down. Heyman's looking for the puck. It goes to Sherwood instead. Now Jack Mulvey helps tip it out. They've got a 2-on-1 now. Jack Mulvey and Pierce Davidson, they wait to be on sides, and they're offsides. The whistle sounds, and the Titans player's not happy with the call, but it'll be a neutral zone face-off with 4:42.
Titans must be frustrated here.
No kidding, Lucas. Zach Freemuth's line with Vanderplug and Sokol on defense. Neutral zone face-off on New Trier's half of the ice near side. It's won by the Titans. Sent back down by Aston Friel. Zach Freemuth in neutral ice, gets it ahead. Van, nice pass to Wojula. Over the blue line, he will dump it into the corner. Freemuth chasing after it. And it's just barely not kept alive at the blue line, left side. Titans will have to regroup again. 4 minutes and 16 seconds left in the first of 3 periods. New Trier Blue with the first and only goal of the game. Somewhat recently, it was Dylan Harris. He didn't have a point this morning on New Trier's only goal scored against the York Dukes. And Liam Rager, by the way, with 28 saves on the 30 shots he faced. The only 2 goals he allowed were power play markers to York this morning. And now Radu in net. The coaching staff for New Trier Blue goes with a change in goal from this morning. And boy, they seem to have 2 really sharp goaltenders. If Rager can put up those numbers this morning and Radu's performing the way he is so far. Now here's Freemuth over the blue line right wing side. This time they're on sides. Dropped it off Ban. He shoots, save, rebound, Freemuth, he scores! Right in front of the blue paint. Jason Ban's shot was stopped, and all Freemuth had to do was tap it in. And it's tied up with 3.5 to go in the first. Zach Freemuth gets his 2nd point of this tournament, first goal.
It's a great goal. It's been cooking for a while. Freemuth will be happy with that one to tie the game up.
And you knew it was coming, right? And after they allowed the first goal to New Trier Blue, it was critical to have a good response, good next shift. And they came out and did just that. It's a whole new hockey game. We're back to square one. New Trier wins the faceoff.
A solid reaction from GBS to keep their cool, make sure they tie that goal up real quick, keeping control of the game. They might be able to find the lead before the first period here ends up.
3 minutes left. New Trier Blue pressuring. They try and clear it out, but it goes below the Titan goal line. Owen Allenberg to the near side for Callahan. Matt Callahan gives it to Ryan Mulvey. Now it's Steenstrup. They try and poke it out. It's kept alive, but then forced out to neutral. New Trier's going to come in the zone again. 2:50 to go in period number 1. 1-1 game here in Group C. New Trier circles back to their own end. Near side, it's Young with the puck, then he gets it over to the far side, right wing, and over the blue line with a shot is Trunkenbod, but it missed. Dumped down into the zone again. Allenberg will chase after it and reset for the Titans with 2 minutes and 14 seconds to go in the first period. Ventura gets it past Sabel, but then Peter Sabel races in there to get it. A Trevian fell down, centering pass, Mulvey! And no goal. I thought I heard a whistle there, Lucas. I'm not sure what that was, but we will play on.
I think I heard that too.
Ventura off a steal, centered it, Sherwood backhander, and what a save by Radu! He just robbed Wyatt Sherwood on his 3rd shot on goal of this game with the glove. You gotta give respect to that stop by Bria Radu for New Trier Blue. He's had a stellar game so far.
It's moments like that that's keeping New Trier here in this game.
.144 to go in the first period. Titans will have another attacking zone face-off. A clean win goes back to Tutsius left side. His shot deflected away by Radu. Now Tutsius, that's intercepted by New Trier. They'll come out to neutral with it. Dumping it into the corner is Ryan Roser. Chasing after him is Tutsius. Alex Tutsius gets it to Jason Van through his legs. Now Freemuth through neutral ice. And that deflects into the Titan bench. We'll get another whistle. And 1:22 to go in period number 1. It'll be a center ice face-off. Freemuth against Reading. And it's won by the Titans. Now Zach Freemuth through neutral ice over the blue line. Wojula shoots, and getting a piece of that one is Mason Redding. Again, here's another one towards the net. Another save by Radu. Zach Freemuth keeps the pressure alive. Up high to the right point, it's Owen Almberg. He will shoot, locked in close by Aston Friel. Friel, the only goal scored for Blue in this tournament coming into this game before Dylan Harris joined that list when the Trevians struck first before Zach Freemuth came back and tied it up. Through neutral and dumped in by the Trevians. It'll go below the goal line as we get down to 30 seconds to go in the first period. Wyatt Sherwood with a pass. He was looking for Ventura, but instead it'll be taken by Oh Yang. 24 seconds to go. Almberg back in his own zone near side. We'll get a pass to Sherwood in neutral ice. Wyatt Sherwood loses it, and New Trier gonna get one last chance here, maybe, but this pass out of the reach of Aston Friel. It'll go to Almberg with 9, gets it to neutral ice. Taken away again by the Trevians. They will dump it in. That should do it for the first period, as Almberg will keep it in the corner, and you hear the horn here at American Heartland Ice Arena. And after one, the teams will take a timeout, and it's all knotted up with one apiece. So
a lot to pick out from this first period. GBS putting the pressure on, and New Trier doing a great job to absorb that pressure, make sure that they stay in this game.
15-4.
A lot of good decisions. That counterattack was clinical to keep the game level, and a great save from the goalie in those last few minutes.
So we just got word that the shots on goal in that first period were 15-4 in favor of the Glenbrook South Titans. And so, of course, we take a full intermission after the second period, but after the first, the teams take a 2-minute timeout, and then we will switch sides and play the second act of hockey here in Lincolnwood. So what does GBS need to do to